What's up with the what's up?
Word.
Welcome to the first inaugural episode of Talking Through Experiencing. I'm your hostess with the mostest, Angry Ted, and to my side
Now I'm
is
across from you,
oh well,
dumb
cross to
motherfucker.
the side wherever he is. He gonna glide.
Yeah.
Aggressive O.
Aggressive O. Y'all already know, man.
And we here tonight, ladies and gentlemen, and we hope you're tuning in, and we appreciate your support. Just basically, man, to entertain your ears and basically throw some opinions and facts out there if we could. But before we get into that, we want to say thanks to our sponsors, J6 Home Remodeling and Repair. Home cares remodeled with precision and care. Sponsored this show tonight, and we hope that you would check that out and give him a definite play. You know what I'm saying? Support your business.
Oh, their Instagram is at J6 Home Remodeling, so you can check them out.
Absolutely. But without further ado, we're gonna get into the show.
Talk your shit, boy. Talk your shit.
Basically, what we want to talk to the people tonight about is basically our experiences through life and how it equates to what is happening now today in society. Me and Aggressive O had the opportunity a couple days ago to ride through our old neighborhood in North Philly, and we basically want to start this inaugural show off with, like
Where
I
it
said,
all began.
Where it all began. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
definitely,
1512 West Diamond.
Definitely.
And on Diamond Street, it was a lot of fun times. And man, I was talking to Aggressive O the other day, man, and I just said, Aggressive O, man, when you look around, man, you don't see the fun or the excitement that we had as kids, man, and growing up and being able to express ourselves in a good natured way. Now today in the society that we live in, it's all about pop culture and everybody being everybody trying to be compared to somebody.
It's a trend. It's a trend.
Everything's trendy.
I mean,
so
we can't do that though, because we had our trend, and a lot of the kids that when we be talking about our old days, like they be looking at us like we speaking a foreign fucking language. But the reason why is because we gotta understand their culture. See, we older than them, so we gotta understand their culture so that we can show them and teach them our way, but we still gotta adapt to their way so they can understand us more.
And you know what? This is where we disagree, Aggressive O, because I understand, where we gotta come in and try to adapt to their culture and what they do.
Not so much adapt though. It's like kind of when we gotta understand their lingo. We gotta teach them and show them the right way. But I mean, kids gonna be kids, man. We was kids when we was young too.
Well, some of them don't want to understand that.
I know mine do.
Well, at the end of the day, I'm saying we're not trying to change, the world here. But if we could, we would.
Each one teach one, man.
But at the end of the day, and what I'm saying is, where I disagree with you there is, it's like, I tell, I talk to my children at times, and I tell them, I say, I want some of that old school adapted to some of this new school, and when I say that, I mean like the old school principles and methods. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Of what used to be. It's no integrity and there's no honor now.
But that's because we living in a different time frame. Like the media, social media is such a fad now that, I mean, once people realize they can get paid off social media, they start gravitating to it. People fabricate stories and make up stories just to get likes. So that's different. That's what they chasing. They chasing that. Whereas though with us, we had to grind. We had to go get it.
Well, with that being said, let's jump into a comparisons and something that I would use from our childhood. Growing up on Diamond Street, we had situations where we had the Miss Deans, and they would come out and make the neighborhood clean.
Yeah.
And hunt the kids down and make us clean. We don't have those type of environments now.
That's because
where it creates a aspect of responsibility to your neighborhood and your community.
What was the saying back in the day? It takes the village to raise a child.
Okay.
The village is gone. The grandparents is partying with the children and partying with the grands.
Oh, so you talking about the
Like,
glam
the
mom
glam
bullshit.
moms. There's no more nanas. There's no more grandmoms. Everybody's a mom or a glam mom, you know, and that's when we teaching our kids, that's the way, they won't know how to raise their children. So we gotta raise our children and likes of hoping that when they have children, they'll do the same. That's how you change a culture, bro. Like you can't change a culture by allowing. You gotta stand. Like sometimes we make decisions sometimes based on emotions, bro.
Okay.
And when back in the day when we grew up, man, it wasn't about no. They ain't give a fuck how we felt.
Okay.
They said what they said, and we followed it.
Okay.
But right now, we start to cater to our kids' emotions and what we can and can't do because the state said this and the court system said that. So it took away the right of a parent.
Okay.
So when we say we're gonna whoop our kid ass, that's child abuse.
Well, shit. These kids don't know nothing about child abuse. And I tell my kids all the time, we played a game back in the day called what? What was it called?
Beat me with the cord, beat me with the belt, beat me with the brush, or take a nap.
And you had no options.
So
no options.
So no matter what, you picked either one, you was punished.
Either one.
So like though, but that's child abuse now. But back then it wasn't. At least it was probably child abuse back then. We just couldn't say nothing.
Well, but and that's what I'm saying. And with those.
But in the neighborhood of Diamond Street, you gotta think about it though. Those people that we looked up to, they was able to whoop our ass and take us home, and then we got our ass whooped again.
Absolutely.
But we were so respectful that they really didn't have a problem out of us.
But do you realize in our adulthood now, when we're preaching this to our kids, we know that these principles and these core values of old school works because they work with us.
Right.
We have morals, we have values.
But we too emotionally attached to our kids that we're afraid that they're gonna look at us different or they're not gonna like us. So once you get out of that, and I'm listen, man, I'm living proof. I'm a parent.
Okay.
And I understand because my emotional attachment to my kids, I tell them all the time I don't want to put my hands in because I'm gonna hurt you. And stuff like that. But that's just my way of copping out. I don't really want to whoop my kids' ass. I expect them to listen to me. My voice should be everything.
Right.
Because if they can't listen to you, then whooping their ass ain't gonna do nothing.
Oh, so you from the Florida Evans and James Evans era.
Listen, I just gotta look at you. I just gotta get that fucking look like.
Damn.
Yeah. But see, think about it though, bro. Like we really came up in a different era, bro.
Absolutely.
Like we had like violence now and violence back then. To me is different, but a lot of people say it was the same. It probably was, but it wasn't publicized as much as it is now.
Because you get rewarded. Right. It's like these kids take a reward in being violent and being ignorant and being negative, and it's sad,
bro.
But
it's all about the mindset, bro. It's all about the mindset. You change your mindset, a lot of shit will go good in your life. I promise you. Like a lot of people fear the fact of fitting in. You know, and they say, oh, you're a product of your environment. Well, I beg to differ.
Okay.
Because you're not a product of your environment. You're a product of your choices.
So let me ask you something. Since we're talking through experience, what's one of the experiences in your life that you can say right now that you may have shared with your kids, or maybe you haven't? You know what I'm saying? Maybe it's something new that you may have, in your development and growing pains in life. What would that be that has happened in your life that you would say, or not even during your life, during your childhood, that taught you something that made you say, you know what? Yeah, shit is real.
Well, I was about maybe 4 or 5, probably even 6. My grandmother was cooking. Nana was cooking chicken.
You can't lie, and I know the story. Go ahead.
Nana was cooking chicken. She on the phone, them fucking phones with the rotary, hang on the wall. That shit got the extra long cord and shit.
Absolutely.
So that shit, she got it. She stretched it from the kitchen to the living room. She talking. Me and my sister, we in it, but I'm talking like you ain't my fucking brother.
Right. Me and my sister. My sister. All right, you taking ownership. Go ahead. You own her.
So me and our sister, me and Don Bomb, we in there, we chilling, right? So I'm like, Don Bomb, look. oh, we should play with
Don't
the
put
ball.
her name out there. Now me gonna go fucking crazy. Don't put my motherfucking name on no motherfucking.
We gonna.
Go ahead, talk
so
that
I say,
shit.
I'm like, you know what? The ball roll in the kitchen. I'm like, the oven door down and shit. Nana just got finished frying chicken, bro. She pushed the grease to the back. She ain't even poured it in a little Laura can or whatever, the Crisco can yet. So she like, stay out the kitchen. The grease hot. My dumb ass, we gonna climb on. I'ma tell Don, I say, Don, we gonna climb on the oven stove. We gonna climb on the door and shit. I don't know why, what made it climb on the door? And it tilted, and the grease slid. And I kind of like pushed Dom out the way, and that shit got me, dog. Scarred me for life,
Tell
bro.
the people the truth. Tell the people the truth. Tell the people the truth.
I'm
fried you like a motherfucking piece of bacon.
My skin was rolling on my back. Nana screaming and shit. My uncle coming to the house. This motherfucker always drunk and shit.
6'2", 340.
That motherfucker was like 6'5". Look, drunk as a skunk. He coming in. So I'm screaming, hollering. I jump from like the middle of the kitchen up on him and shit like a fucking baboon. I jump on him like I'm screaming. He throw me on the floor. Get the fuck off me. I'm like, my grandma like, Nana like, no, he just got burned. He burning. He burning.
She tried to put some motherfucking butter on the nigga. She put butter on
Yo, I read what the fuck butter. Look, that's probably why my shit all fucked up.
Put butter on it. It's just not blistering up like
look. That's probably why my shit all burnt up now, because she put butter and spread it. I read up on that shit. Butter make the burn spread. She was supposed to put cold water on me or ice or something.
She put butter on it. Throw the old. See, that's why y'all can't follow these old remedies.
Yeah.
She was following the old remedy from her folks to put butter on
That's
all.
what I'm saying.
And that shit had him blistering up.
But that was an experience of a lifetime, bro. And from that experience,
what did it teach you?
It taught me. It taught me a lesson that when someone say don't do something,
that mean don't do it.
That mean don't do it.
Because they trying to help your dumb ass.
Because that was the consequences.
Yep.
And I learned from it, man. And to this day, man, every now and then we do things that we know we not supposed to do, but we do it anyway. But now I learned, man, like sometimes that ain't the way to go, bro.
At all, bro.
That ain't the way to go, man.
At
Because at the end of the day, man, you only hurting yourself. You only hurting yourself. So just identifying to know that you made that mistake, that's part of accountability.
Absolutely.
You know?
And I'm gonna put myself in the flame a little bit in the fire.
Talk.
Hey man, I had my first lesson in life as well. You know what I mean? With
how many years? How old was you, dog?
Man.
How fucking old was you? Probably don't even know.
I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. I was a young whippersnapper, young in the game, and this joint ended me in a jail, almost jail sentence. So I won't. Statute of limitations might be out there for your kid. You know what I mean?
So don't talk about that. Then.
No, I'm gonna talk about it because I'm gonna be about it. You know what I'm saying? No, I ain't gonna be about shit.
You gonna fuck your credentials up. Go talk your shit.
No, but on some real, you know what I'm saying? I had an episode, a situation, and Aggressive O knows this situation very well, where, you know, we tried to be, you know, following the crowd and young guys out there in you know, in the field of play. And
some illegal tender shit.
Illegal tender. You know what I'm saying? For those that speak the language, I ain't gonna put it all the way out there because, you know, people got jobs and stuff like that. Now, I want nobody implicated in the mash. But in any event, I'm without a long story being short and a short story being long. I'm gonna tell you like this.
What the fuck is you talking about?
My grandmother basically told me when I got boxed in the jail for doing
you wasn't in jail, dog.
I was.
You was in the roundhouse.
Oh, all right. Well, that was just like jail. That was the worst thing that happened in life. I thought everything was over.
Yeah, but you know what though? You know what though, T? You know what though? And I think about this too, like being like you make those mistakes and those experiences change your life.
Absolutely.
Moving forward, but like the most important thing is accountability.
Accountability.
That's the most important thing because you gotta hold yourself accountable for the things that you want in life and the things that you don't accomplish in life.
Absolutely.
You can't blame nobody else.
Absolutely.
You understand what I'm saying? So with all of that being out there, man, like, how is it like, all right, from your teenage years till now, how has things changed from when we was on Diamond Street till now?
And that's a great question, Aggressive O. And I would tell you this. my brother, that from Diamond Street, I feel like the growth in confidence in myself and my abilities to do things.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Not so much as when people, some often speak about confidence, they think about the vanity part of the confidence, where your confidence in your looks. And it was more so for me confidence in my ability to succeed in life. You know, always put myself in position to do things, and having the intelligence level to put myself in those positions, but never having the confidence to see it through,
Mm.
which probably hurt me. And I wanted to play baseball bad, and I was pretty good at it.
Mm.
And every other sport, I was pretty all right. You know what I mean? Some in the
Nah, you
family
was
said,
trash.
see, but we're going to talk about that
Yeah,
another. That's
yeah.
another show, ladies and
You
gentlemen.
was trash. But
But
anyway, go
in
ahead.
any event, I will go on with my point.
Go ahead.
Just teaching, just learning confidence. And I really don't think that happened until I joined the military, which is also another show, ladies and gentlemen. If you continue to tune into us, it's stories on stories on stories. But in the event, what I learned from Diamond Street was, to up until my years now, and till we moved off of Diamond Street, was basically, being confident in my abilities to succeed in life, and no matter what I encountered, or what I would do, or would go on to do. You know what I'm saying?
Did you think a part of that was not having like a male figure that you can actually go to and really voice how you felt and like gain that confidence? You know how when you have a talk with somebody and they kind of give you that motivational speech?
Absolutely.
So like growing up, like not having daddy like fully there, or
Right.
mommy like fully there,
Right.
with them being, in their addictions, and having just Nana, like we really like kind of went through a hell process in order, for me, this is for me.
Talk that talk.
I think we like, and I'm not gonna say hell because
No, talk that talk.
but to some it might have been hell. But we went through a tough time where we had to, it was like more so like a sacrifice, but we felt loved at the same time, if that makes sense. Because we never wanted for nothing. Nana always made sure we had clean clothes. She always made sure we went to
But
school.
we saw a lot of shit.
But the shit we experienced,
Most kids would have
children,
lost their fucking minds.
dude, as children, bro.
Yes.
Like we experienced some shit. That's why we probably so like fuck that. We you know why our sex drives is so high? Because at a young age we experienced like watching nudity and what to do and all this shit from being around older people.
Right.
And it wasn't their fault, but they were pretty much stuck to take care of us. So wherever they went and whatever they did, we just was in there. Like we like our uncle, for instance, Uncle Mark.
Talk that shit.
That's
probably where we get our confidence from.
We was young as shit, bro.
Because that was the male figure that taught us.
And the music that he was listening to,
the
music, we listening to Live Crew, bro.
I can remember. Now here's an experience for your ass.
Dude, we know the lyrics.
Hold on. I never forget it. And I don't want to get the year wrong, so I won't say the year, but it was in the 90s.
And we wasn't even teenagers. We was fucking
We weren't teenagers.
We was in the single digits in age.
Listen, we going fishing in a Dodge Granada gray. This man, me, Marty, and my cousin, Zai. Aggressive O, for those that don't know.
Oh, yes, talk
I
his
put
shit.
his name out there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
talk his
Marty
shit.
is Aggressive O.
Go ahead, talk.
And my cousin Zai. We in the back of the motherfucking Granada, and and we sitting there, we waiting for music to come on, Public Enemy or some shit like that. Bop it, bop it, bop it, bop it, bop it. All we hear is, what do we get for $10? Oh, sock it to me, baby.
I'm like, what the fuck is this?
What the fuck is this? And
I'm
then
like,
we hear
shit.
motherfucker come on. Oh, me so horny. We love you long time.
No.
Yo, this Marquis, baby. Are you down with
listen,
this? What the fuck?
Dirty nursery rhymes. Dirty nursery rhymes, dog.
So,
Like, dude, we was listening to shit like that. So, like, even watching movies, like fucking, what's the joint?
Caligula.
Yeah, like, I bet you half you motherfuckers don't even know what
Don't
that
know
is.
what Caligula is.
Like,
Caligula is a Roman porno movie.
Basically.
For those that don't know, where we saw a human being, a lady, a human being, put a cucumber in her
vagina.
Vajayjay.
Yeah, man, listen.
I'm her poontang
listen,
pie.
But bro, listen, bro. Listen. Not even that. This dude, Mark, man. This dude, like, the shit he used to do. Like, dude, like porno, you talking pornos. Like, it sent us upstairs. Yo, go get my go get that game off the top of the
and we watching we
watching
old school porn with
and I'm like, dude, you see this shit? I'm like, yo, man, that's the crazy part. But a lot of people, like, our experiences, man, growing up, it kind of
with the N,
it kind of helped us out though.
We watching porn with the NP. TP. The nappy poontang pie.
Yo, but listen though, dog.
Go ahead, bro.
It really did. It helped us out, like, in a sense, because, like, even with our aunt, like, the things that we saw, like, she kind of prepared us, like, for a lot of shit.
Absolutely.
You know, so, like, I mean, listen, we grew up in an era where, you know, you couldn't talk about a lot of shit.
No.
You know, like, people really tease you, and that's how we would fight. It wasn't no social media shit. Like, a motherfucker say something about your situation.
Your mom, your house.
You trying to go up in their mouth.
And again, ladies and gentlemen, if you continue to follow us, we got a lot of stories,
like,
and
listen,
you will understand what we're talking about.
And most times, bro, like, being my brother, like my blood brother, like, knowing the shit that we've been through, like, it kind of like, it puts you in the emotional stance, because a lot of shit that I'm understanding and learning now, like, if I'd have knew that shit back then, you know where I would possibly be able to be at this point in life. So I always, like, thank God and prepare myself. Like, I'm grateful for what I got right now, because, like, he gave me a gift.
Absolutely.
You know, and he gave you a gift. You got a purpose, I got a purpose. But it's quite ironic that our purpose is the same.
Well,
you know, so
with that being said, I would like, you know, with that being said, that's what I do. But with that being said, Aggressivo, I have to ask you, on Diamond Street, since this is what we're talking about, based on our experiences in life, what was the significant moment in your life that you remember that got you into sports and athletics? Because you did a lot, bruh. I mean, I remember you dancing on air. Yeah. I mean, this brother would, and see, this is the thing about it. We didn't know this then, but he was actually helping us pay the bills by going dancing at the New Tech. Who remember the New Tech? Barbers Hall.
Yeah.
Oxford Ave, Barbers Hall, New Tech, uptown. Yeah. You know, doing cabarets and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Kids don't do that no more. They don't dance and do stuff like that.
No, they dance. It's just their culture of dancing. So that's what I said. Like, in the beginning of our show, that's what I said. Like, you got to adapt to their culture. Like, our music is our music and our genre. Like, their music is their music. Like, some of that new wave shit I like, you know, but some of it I can't understand. But at the end of the day, like, back on Diamond Street.
Call me Mike Singletary. No, cannot win with him.
But to answer your question, though, T, like, I got a lot of moments on Diamond Street, but to realizing I was good and I knew I was going to play sports. We used to play tackle, throw up tackle, across the street from the house, right in the grass on Duckery, and man, I had moves, man.
I cut my ass in that.
Yeah, I had moves.
I cut my ass on that.
When you got tackled, it had glass in it.
I couldn't sit down for a week.
But that toughened us up, because it was glass and that shit, rocks and all that. Getting tackled on that hard ass shit, man. So, like, we knew I knew I was athletic, you know. So, like, as I got older, you know, it's fucked up when we talk about this, because, like, this shit be bothering me, T. But, Like, I learned to let it go.
Man, talk
But,
that shit, bruh.
like, growing up, man, like, when I started playing Little League football, you know, it was just like the support, man. Like, I was big on that.
Man, you letting
Because
something like your past bother you?
No.
What is going on, G?
Listen. But anyway, but it don't bother me now because I understood, you know, like in life, man, you're not gonna always get what you want.
Absolutely.
You know, and that understanding that moving forward, you know, some things you're not gonna get a pat on the back for, you know, but that don't mean you gotta stop. And that's what I didn't do. You know, even though nobody was there supporting me, you know, they were supporting from afar. You know, and I didn't know that then that I know now. So when I realized that I was able to play sports and I could take it far, I kind of got shell shocked, you know, and then I just picked up a trade, man. I realized that the trade was more important.
Well, you do know you was always the second best athlete in the family.
TJ, no, you was trash, bro. Like, you really was trash.
Everybody in North Philly know my name, dog.
Yeah, for being
Mo Cheeks, baby.
Yeah, that's because you look like Mo Cheeks. Ain't got nothing to do with no fucking game,
Mo
dog.
Cheeks, baby.
Ain't got nothing to do with the game.
Nigga, I was assist man. I did everything on the court. You know that.
Yeah,
you know
you
that.
was the hustle man. You was hustling. You was the hustle man. You was the hustle man.
Here we go.
But no, like, so now we both married and all that, you know, and like transitioning to how do you treat how was you able to treat someone special and not feel special growing up?
That was kind of difficult, bro. I mean, because seeing, you know, even though we grew up in the environment we grew up in, we was always taught love. I thought,
Right.
well, what I thought was love anyway. You know what I mean? Who's to say that was love? You know, but I'm going off of what my thinking is. I thought that was love, and you know, it just, it's like growing up. You learn that stability and just having somebody genuinely root for your success.
Yeah.
And your well-being and praying for you and
Right. That's the
and
key.
just pulling for you and just everything.
Prayer is the key.
No, and everything. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? So, like, and growing up in that environment, like, I always was taught to just go hard in that. You know what I mean? The old adage, you show love, love going to always return.
But that's automatic though. That's in the Bible. God loved all of us. So that, with that being said, that's automatic. So if you give love, you're gonna receive love.
Right.
But everybody love is different. You understand what I'm saying? Like,
and even with the neighborhood we grew up in, like we talking about Diamond Street, man. Like, not only did we have people coming around trying to make sure the block was clean, but like you said, you know what I mean?
It was a family.
Listen,
Everybody loved everybody.
Listen, and this is honest to God, crazy. But we had guys like that were teenagers, like older than us, like, and we were growing into our teens, but they had us indulge in sports. You know what I'm saying? They held boxing tournaments. Remember, we was doing fake interviews in the Twins' house.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I won't say their name because I don't want to put people out there, but you know, those that know, they know. You know what I mean? We had an old lot on the block.
That shit ain't even there no more.
It's not. We had an old lot on the block where once we had like NBA rims, we had Duckery had the rims deteriorated and fell from Duckery. So we took the rims from Duckery and put them up in the lot. And then when we couldn't put the rims up, the real rims, we put crates up there. And we ran full-court basketball back there. Like, and then when we couldn't do that, we had boxing tournaments. And then when we couldn't do that, we made a neighborhood football team.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, stuff like that.
We always had something to do. Like, one thing about Diamond Street, man, like, you know, and I know a lot of the older people that tune into us, they gon' vouch for this too, man. It was one big ass family, dog.
Absolutely.
Even right now, like, their kids, we call them cousins, and they are uncles and aunts, and those, and they know, like, even with us being older, the history is still tight. Like, they can go, everybody can come around each other, and you can feel the love. Like, that's what the black community missed, bro. To be honest with you.
Absolutely.
That's what's fucking the black community up. It's the violence, it's the people lying, stealing, and trying to harm instead of help. You know, people
Well-
got to mind their business because, you know, like, you don't know, you
Well-
get shot up and
Well,
damn
well,
motherfuckers don't
aggressive.
be want-
Well, aggressive. Oh, I got to go here with you. You know what I'm saying? And I want to speak to this. And we say the black community because we're black, and obviously we're going to say that because we're black.
But it's our community.
But our community, and we're speaking to our community. But
Yeah.
I'm gonna say all communities
Yeah, of
need
course.
to identify.
But
No, because listen, and
I'm
feel
listening.
me on this.
I'm listening.
Feel me on this. You know what I'm saying? All communities, because if we have what they call a camaraderie. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Self camaraderie. Then that's going to spill over into other communities, and we're gonna you'll have that in the circumference. Like you'll have that in the circle. The word the just you know what I mean. Everybody just you know what I mean being of one, bruh.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying is when I mean, okay, let me not say the black community. The communities
Okay.
are suffering with the violence that's going on in the city of Philadelphia.
Okay.
And it's getting worse. Like you got Chicago. It's almost like every city that got a high crime rate is competing to see who get the highest crime rate.
Right.
That's what it seemed like. But the only people that's dropping are what?
Black folk.
Right. So we got to figure out a way, man. And we not the saviors, man. We can't save the world,
Right.
but we can start. You know, positive mindset changes a lot, man. How you say it? Go ahead.
Hey, my
Go ahead.
shit.
The
my
grave
shit.
diggers, go
the
ahead.
grave diggers.
Shout out to the grave diggers.
Shout out to the grave
Yeah.
diggers and the RZA.
Yeah.
Wu-Tang
Go
Clan
ahead, go ahead,
forever.
say it.
Positive energy activates constant elevation.
Point
And you know
blank.
what's crazy? We used to listen to this shit, and my man, shout out to Mink. God bless you, brother.
Yeah, shout out to my boy.
You know what I mean? Fat Five
Fat
for
Five
life.
for life, baby.
We used to listen to this shit in our rooms, man, growing up, and
Not really paying attention.
not really paying attention to the words.
That's because it had a good catch. We was vibing to it.
Right.
But now that we older, we understand it.
But
you got to understand music.
But the craziness of science and how things captivate you. It always had us.
Yeah.
But it just took us a long time to really catch the words of it. And
That's
sometimes
because-
that's what it is in life, man.
yeah.
You sometimes you catch the rhythm and you
then
catch
you
the
able
beat
to flow.
and you flow into the beat and the rhythm.
But think
But
about
the
this, though.
words eventually catch up and you
and-
eventually understand.
And that's why people, you know how they say you got a one-track mind?
Mhm.
You know, it's like you're not elevating yourself. You're not like for instance, like I started doing push-ups. So I said, all right, I'm gonna do 10 push-ups. I'm gonna start out with 10 push-ups when I wake up and 10 push-ups when I go to bed. But that's just the mindset. So that's all I was doing. But I'm like, I'm doing this shit. Let me go ahead and up it to 25. But now I'm at 75 straight. Like, so that it takes time. And a lot of times we put the carriage before the horse. We don't allow time to process the journey. Like we always focusing on the destination.
Absolutely.
So when you focusing on the destination, what happens? You start thinking about it. So you're thinking ahead, but it ain't even here yet. You ain't even get past today. So how the fuck you worrying about tomorrow?
Absolutely.
Tomorrow ain't even here. It may not come. So you got to really focus on like the now. You can plan for the future, but you still got to focus on the now. Because what happens if you wake up, you go to sleep tonight and don't wake up tomorrow?
Mm-hmm.
Now you done planned 4 or 5 months down ahead that you gonna do this and you gonna do that.
Well, Aggressivo, we done talked about life. We done talked about circumstance.
Yeah.
But now we got to get into our sports part of our experiences in life.
Definitely.
And with that being said, we are avid, and been since kids, even though I had to convince this man
Yeah.
This man, my aunt convinced him over a wrestling. Well, no, she convinced
that wasn't me.
that was our brother,
That
brother
wasn't
from
me.
her brother. But she had him webbed in the web.
No, that was
before
Zai.
he became.
Zai put me on the
No,
San
that was
Fran.
you. Before you became.
I was a San Fran fan.
And he
Zai,
was a
me and
Bulls
Zai,
fan.
and I was
Now
a
he's
Bulls fan.
Sixers.
I'm
Phillies,
Phillied out.
Eagles.
I'm Phillied out.
And he don't even know nothing about hockey, but he still fuck with the Flyers.
What's about Rod Brindamore?
Look,
Man?
he
Fuck
talking
outta
about
here.
Rod Brindamore.
Fuck you talking
Rod
about.
Brindamore ain't played since motherfucking 1996.
All right, what about Eric Lindros?
He ain't played since the 90s either.
What about Danny Briere?
Okay, yeah, these niggas' names I taught you, dog.
Yeah, well,
Get
so
the
what?
fuck out
I'm
of here.
spitting fire. And I know the fuck they is. Fuck you talking about. Yeah.
Speaking of that, before we get into that, man, I gotta say this, and you know what? Shout outs to my man, and I don't want no beef. Shout outs to Benny Siegel for this. You want to stop the youth, and before we get into our sports talk, we gotta say this.
Yeah.
You want to stop the youth from out here doing their stuff. You play this song for them.
Oh yeah.
It's one of the hardest songs.
What your
That
life
shit
like?
scared me from prison, dog.
What your life like?
Mine is real. Everything signed and sealed. Beanie Siegel said, I hit you with a bush ride, tallest soul.
They said a push ride. What the fuck you talking
I
about?
thought he said bush ride.
He was a
My bad,
dumbass.
my bad. I had to slide that in
was
the
a
door. I'm sorry, my bad. But anyway,
So,
Aggressive O, it wouldn't be our show if we don't talk about the Birds, baby.
Bird
The
gang.
last night the draft happened.
Nick,
What you
listen,
think? What you think
what I
about the
think-
picks?
What I think, that boy Jordan gonna be, that's baby JB, baby.
Hey, God bless Jerome
That's
Brown.
baby, let's bring it home for Jerome.
I'm looking at him like a
Yo, listen,
Go ahead.
you know what though, to be honest with you, man,
and you played
like,
football.
listen, that D-line rotation gonna be crazy. Like you got, say Fletch need a break. You got Hargrave
Mm-hmm.
and Jordan.
Mm-hmm.
Then take Hargrave out, him and Fletch.
Mm-hmm.
Then you might take both of them out and just put him in there. You understand what I'm saying? It takes the pressure. With that pressure, the front four,
Mm-hmm.
it takes the pressure off the linebackers. You know, so and then you add the ends. You know, we doing some shit, bro.
With the big trade with AJ Green.
Oh man. Whew.
AJ, I called him AJ Green.
God, this motherfucker said AJ Green.
No more
Hey,
blood in my cup.
AJ. Yo, dog, listen, bro. AJ Brown, man.
I called him AJ Green. My bad,
Listen,
people.
no, listen. That's gonna be good. We got the brothers some talent.
Absolutely,
We got hurt some talent, man. Like, but it all got to gel, man. It all got to gel. Like, it looked good on paper, but it all got to gel. Like, I like how we did the first day of the draft. I
Okay.
really do. I like what he did. We locked him up. So now we ain't got to worry about no contract disputes.
Mm-hmm.
And he could just go out there and focus on playing football.
Absolutely.
Get your ass in shape and come ready to play, because Philly eat your ass alive.
And they will do that.
You underproduce, and we gonna be on the market.
Well, the Sixers just won their series. Thank God. Beat
Oh,
Toronto.
man.
Beat Toronto. Thank God.
Yeah, Drake
finally
mad. Drake big mad, too. He big mad.
Yeah. I got everything. Yeah, get him out of here. Anyway, back to the last 4-2. We beat the Toronto Raptors, but
that was supposed to happen. We should have beat them. We should have swept them, to be honest with you.
all right. But on to the next. What you think about this Heat series?
That's gonna be a banger right there. That's gonna be a tough one.
What is the key?
Defense, and scoring in transition.
Okay.
Because and another thing, Harden gotta go off this series.
He got it. So
Fuck all that passing and all that shit. He got to get to the basket, get to the line.
So he got
He got to do him.
So he got to take his old man shoes off.
He got to.
He need to stop wearing them nut ass Adidas and get him a Nike contract.
Yeah,
Stop bullshit.
yeah.
That's
Them
what
Adidas
happened
fucking
with
him up.
it. He got the motherfucking
No.
speed races
I'm gonna
off.
tell you something though, man.
Take the speed races off. Get him some motherfucking Nikes.
Hard know how Philly get down, man. Like he came to play ball, man. Like, but at least he playing ball. Bitch boy Simmons ain't balling.
Guess what? You got all your jerseys retired in every strip club in America.
Yeah.
Philly will shut you down. You had a bull on there like the bull. Yeah, we got James Harden coming tonight. Yeah, and the pass has been revoked because he ain't win in the playoffs. Yeah,
Dog, listen though,
just
dog.
like that.
And B got a fucking torn ligament in his thumb, man. He acting like a bitch, man.
Well, don't worry about it. Long as he continue to play. We're gonna be good.
But you know what though? I gotta give it like EB. Like I don't know, man. Some days Embiid come to play and show that he really can dominate. Then some games he just be bullshitting.
And now we also have to touch on the Phillies. What do you think about the Phillies?
Hey man,
right now they started off slow.
I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna keep it all the way being with you. I listen. I haven't been following the Phillies, but when I seen an interview from Milt Thompson, right? You know, Milt got he had some fresh choppers in his mouth. Milt was like those bats. If those bats get going, if those bats get going, they remind me of the '93 Phillies. I said, maybe go back and look the '93 Phillies
yeah,
up. Lenny Dykstra and the boys.
The dude.
Yeah, man. Yeah, but to be honest, man, the Phillies, man, to be honest, like what he said, man. But the bullpen stink, though. That's the only thing. The bullpen stink. We got hitters. We got the bats. Once they get going, it's a problem.
And you know,
the bullpen ain't strong.
And ladies and gentlemen, one thing about sports, man, and this is why we incorporate that in our show. You know what I mean? With the whole talking through experience, is because sports and life go hand in hand. Some may not know it.
Yeah.
But everything you do is a sport. Whether you know it.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
It might not be basketball, football.
You're going to get
hockey,
your cardio.
You're going to get your cardio.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you're going to get your endurance. And you're going to have to last 4 quarters. Or you're going to have to go 12 rounds. Or you're definitely going to have to go, 19 holes of golf. If that is what it is.
Man, like,
you know what I'm saying? But life and sports both equate.
They go hand in hand. Yeah, they go hand in hand, man. You learn a lot from sports, man. You learn a lot.
And I would talk about the Flyers, but right now they stink, so we won't even incorporate them.
Is they even in the playoffs?
No.
Why are you gonna talk about?
Just wanted to mention them.
Oh, give them their little Philly.
Let them know. Give them a little love. Give them a little love. Give them a little love.
Man, fuck the Flyers.
Yeah, no, don't say that. Don't say that. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, as we wind down with this first inaugural show, we want to get into something that is very near and dear to our hearts and our souls and our minds. No.
Why go on?
Seriously.
Bomba clot.
No, seriously.
No, I'm bullshit. But anyway, like I think to be honest with you, CJ, I'm sorry, Angry Ted, man. I don't know. Where did you even get your name from, dude?
Well, Angry Ted came from, I'm an avid
I don't even know where the fuck I got my name from. But anyway, tell me how you got yours.
I'm an avid caller of WIP. And that's a radio station. And I hope we don't get flagged for saying that, but I don't give a shit. Anyway, I was on the phone with one of their hosts, and I was just ranting and raving about Philly sports.
Called you an angry motherfucker,
and he
didn't
said, this guy's angry. And I had a couple valid points, and from that point on, I became Angry Ted.
You even had Ike Reese come at you. Hey, that's my man Angry Ted from South Philly. We used to go to war back in the day.
They let me get my 2 minutes of ranting and raving, and most of the times I make sense. Some of the times I might not, but I try to get it right. You know what I'm saying? But in any event, that's where the name Angry Ted came from. What about the name Aggressive O? Where did you get that name from, Mr. Aggressive O?
From you, motherfucker. You gave it to me.
That's because you always trying to shut shit down.
I'm like, why the? Yeah. Why you so fucking aggressive? Like, I don't know why.
Well, in any event, ladies and gentlemen, before we get out of here, man, we thank y'all for tuning in, man, and please support. Go to all our social media sites. Talking Through Experience, TNO, Instagram, Facebook.
The Instagram is at Talking Through Experience. That's the Instagram.
Okay.
What the fuck is wrong with you, dog?
Hey, man, I'm going to let you go ahead and promote and do. But in any event, on some serious note, TNO Johnson on the Facebook website, Talking Through Experience. You can see the updates and send your questions if you got any questions for us. Also, you can go to our Instagram at Talking Through Experience on Instagram and just shout us out, man, and support. It's our first go around, and we will get better as we
Oh
go
no,
along.
this shit about to go down, dog. That was just to introduce y'all, man. This shit great get crazy.
But in any event, y'all know him very well. We great bring him in. We need to get him in here before we get out of here. Our sports Hall of Famer of the show, my man, Nomar Garciano.
Nah. No, brother.
Oh, what it, I forgot. What my bad.
No,
I always mess your
no
name up.
matter Venezuela.
Oh, my bad. Nomar Venezuela. I always mess his name up.
The guy go crazy all the time, you know.
Well-
I hear all the time, and he go crazy. He don't know the name.
Well, welcome, Mr. Venezuela,
I
to the
happy
show.
to be here. I happy to be here. I happy to
and-
be here.
Glad you're doing this first inaugural show. And Mr. Venezuela, you know, we like to bring a sports, you know, someone that plays sports, man, to try to talk through their experiences in life. And you have a very interesting story, Mr. Venezuela.
I see.
You come from the islands of Puerto Rico.
No, Cuba.
Oh, Cuba.
I
I'm
don't
sorry.
fucking know.
No, you know.
I can't tell.
Mr. Venezuela, we brought you on the show so we can ask you the tough questions and kind of pick your brain. First and foremost, how are you feeling this season, and what do you think about the upcoming season?
I feel good, you know, the ball, the contract done, you know, get more money. So I feel good.
That's glad to hear we signed you, man. I mean, your batting average last year was off the hook, man, and we're looking forward to great things this year. So, Mr. Valenzuela, we know you play two positions, man. Right now, you got you playing outfield and first base. Which position do you prefer?
Sometimes I play first base because the sun play. I feel the sun burn me eye. So I play first base to get the. I play first base.
So you like first base? That's what's
See,
up, Mr.
see,
Venezuela.
see.
I mean, and the fans are looking forward to you, man. They've been pumping you all year. And I had a question from one of the fans, and he wanted me to ask you, Mr. Venezuela, how did you first start playing baseball, and what was your motivation for playing?
The baseball play for a lot of years. I think I about 5. My papa take me to the park. Very. I very emotional, you know, because the poverty in the home is bad. So I come to the United States to play ball and, you know, to take care of the family because we live bad back home, and I try to take care of the family. That's my goal.
Okay, cool, Mr. Venezuela, and that sounds very good.
See.
But speaking of family, we also have a question from a fan that wants to know, and I don't know, maybe you've been with this young lady, but she said, why don't you take care of your goddamn kid?
Oh.
And she has
see.
a suit, paternity suit, possible child support case coming soon.
Oh,
you want to tell the people about this?
I talk about that too. I feed my baby, me do what I do. You know, me don't know the lady see if me contract. See, me contract public. You know, so people see the money you make and they throw themselves at you, and I don't take the bait. So.
Well, Mr. Venezuela, we're gonna wrap this interview up, and I'm quite sorry right now to ask you this final question, but Mr. Venezuela, I have your potential son.
Okay.
He sent a text.
What did it say?
It says, Daddy, why have you abandoned me and mommy? Please send money soon. We are suffering back home.
I don't give a damn. Me no son. Me take care of my baby. The lady lie. I don't even know the lady. She don't know me. I don't know her. It say all a game. It must be April Fool. Me no play. I don't know. I take care of my kids. And that's it.
Well, Mr. Venezuela, with that being said, I appreciate your time. Is there anything you want to say to your people back home and to the people that follow you and support the team?
Meroto con veratan toros menando, secando meando con borreva meando. Ito con borreva de yamba, cosíama, correpe moyam, pico.
Thank you for your time, Mr. Venezuela. And we appreciate your interview.
You, see.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen?
Word.
Thank y'all for tuning in. We appreciate your support. Show love. Hit us up on our Instagram and our Facebook. Y'all got the call letters. Y'all got the signs.
Like, share, and subscribe. That
That's
YouTube
all
channel.
we need. The YouTube channel. By the way, the YouTube channel. Show love. Talking Through Experience. We on the YouTube channel. Look us up.
We definitely gonna put you on, man. This is just the first episode. I promise y'all. This is gonna be the hottest fucking podcast out.
This ain't the beginning to the end. This is just the ending to a beginning. Holla at your boys. One. What's up with the what's up?